punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Double tight. 3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3.
And they'll go on the ground. And shedding through the tackle. They've got some open field here. And he's taken down inside the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Gun! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Gun!
They'll look to throw now on first down. His throw caught at about the 5. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
We got 4. Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Black 99 Philly, here we go!
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Check 59, Mike is 59.
He's going to get it running right. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably doing play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101.
Watch it
Win
now,
first
Barney,
down.
Barney.
Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable.
Watch it now, Barney,
Keep accumulating
Barney.
first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Strong right. Strong right. All right, here we go.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court
All right, here we
defensive
go.
basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets to a good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. Way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly
Watch it now,
right.
Barney,
They're none
Barney.
too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3
Over,
points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
Now that after the sack,
Watch
it'll
it
be
now,
interesting
Barney,
to see what they
Barney.
have planned for 2nd and 23.
Detroit! Detroit!
59's Mike, 59's Mike. Check, 59.
Hold on! All right, now, look at 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up into 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come up to 6.
A lot of points. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
First down, Mayfield. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Gun!
A first down throw from Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Woo! All day, baby.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10.
Oh, to the house! To the house!
And they'll run it here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Gun! 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 Four down, four down, four down.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a gain, hard to argue against calling it.
Gun! 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 Watch left, watch left. Watch no. Check. Patriot! Patriot!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Two times. 3 down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
52. Leopard! Detroit! Gun!
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And avoids the contact by sliding. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Let's go. Touchdown.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. Tucker with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field.
No,
These guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially with the field position they get to start with. I wouldn't be complaining either. I'd want to get right back out there and get after him because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
18 yards there, and it'll be first and goal.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go. 59, 59.
Stay with your man.
Shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. Here comes Grant on the return. Oh, twisting away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive
now, lucky
after
56,
what happened on the last one.
56.
Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Gun!
A second down throw for Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56.
Working out of the gun. Mayfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation. But sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
All right, now, lucky
Sacks
56.
a growing
Lucky
theme in this
56.
first half. This is second and long.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19. Hot.
Looking to throw. And he's going to go down again. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Even. 4 down. Even. Gun.
Motion.
He'll drop to throw. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down.
Hey, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Know your job.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Oftentimes when a guy has a game like this, he's going to take his offensive line out to dinner afterwards. But after a play like that, he may tell them, instead of getting the steaks, guys, we might have to go for the hot dogs.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on second and 13.
Right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Over! Gun!
Check 3.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up.
All right, now, lucky 56.
And how about this? Fourth and long, and they're going to go for it.
Over! 4 down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
Mike 52.
Out of the gun. And he'll wind up up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Leopard!
Second down, Mayfield. To the right side, incomplete to Njoku. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. On third down, Mayfield. He's got his tight end, Njoku. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. Throwing, Mayfield, flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there, incomplete. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant. And that'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. From the gun, Mayfield. Steps away to his left. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 11 yards, but still not enough. Fourth down. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up there.
Now they'll run it on the toss, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They get 5 out of that one, and he moves to James. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided to better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Back now in Indianapolis. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3.
We got 4.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Spins past him, and he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Right back to him on first down. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Oh, yeah!
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Play number 7 here coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5.
4 down. Check.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down.
Move. Detroit! Gun!
Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10. On the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. David Njoku was the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle as a visiting team, as an underdog. You're right, they've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Watch you now, Barney! Oh, boy.
Mayfield looks to throw. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. In a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup.
Watch you now,
what they really want, though, is to not even get the 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Mayfield. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Yeah, baby! Yeah!
We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Mayfield to throw it, being chased out left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Watch you now, Barney!
And they'll be driven back here losing yardage to the 9. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, they'll likely put an end to this thing. He's going to fire one deep over them, and that's caught inside the 35. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
That one looks like he'll throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time
all right, now, lucky
he was
56.
reaching to bring in the football.
56.
Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Caught. Kelsey, left side. Still going. They can't stop him. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run and make plays after the catch and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Detroit! Detroit!
He's going to get it right late. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Ravens, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Seattle Seahawks. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the New Orleans Saints and the Los Angeles Chargers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. On first and 10, Bridgewater gets it to Meredith, complete. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Go Delta. Come on, don't worry about that. Army, Army. Army, Army.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. They'll run it the first time with a Camara. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Drops this off to Camara out of the backfield. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
2nd down, Bridgewater. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Delta.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, he did everything but get him in the end zone there, but now they're set up golden opportunity, strong opening drive, and they're knocking on the door.
And the way that they did it, now look where they are on the field. All right, this is naturally set up for a running play, isn't it? But with his ability to throw the football, his accuracy on this drive, you might want to think about a pass play in this situation.
Interesting. Time to find out. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
Down to the end zone. They'll start this drive at the 12.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
We got four down.
And it's hauled in by Nick Mann. And he's going to be ripped down by the face mask at the end of this, and that's going to add 15 more onto the end of this thing.
Boom,
that's what I'm talking about, baby.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
5-0. Check 53.
First down, Winston. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Charger first.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice play, baby. Nice play.
A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Single.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Now he'll up it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Well, I don't mean to jump in on you, partner, but they didn't waste any time getting downfield, did they? I mean, a nice big play there.
3 plays, 3 successful plays in plus territory. Now this defense on its heels a bit.
It seems like they had something targeted there, doesn't it? It's like, okay, we got a matchup we like coming right out of the gate. Let's go ahead and get right to it.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in. And they can't.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Go Delta.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Now Bridgewater. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thomas. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Hey, we got to get this stop here.
First down, Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
57 to Mike. Go Delta. Record.
Here's one on 2nd and 10. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. He was looking for Gronk that time. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. The worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Tight end right. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Let's go.
Here's Winston. Flushed out right. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And out across midfield, down to the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Sonic. Alert. 3 down.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, let's get a conversion.
You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Tickets are now available for this year's Cruising with Team Vacation Giveaway. Scheduled for March 28th this year. Contact your local travel agent for details.
Hey, 5-0.
Mike's 50.
5-0.
Hey,
On play action, Winston.
Hey, switch gears.
Caught left side, Williams. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing
4
route.
down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Keep playing all day. Let's go. It's time to play. Let's get it.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
Check, butt set. Check 3. Ready. Black, 22 set. 5-0. Check, go back. We got motion. 25 set.
Winston on 3rd and 2.
Motion.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
Let's keep bringing it. Stay in there.
left.
Green, triple C. 5-0. Green, triple C. 5-0.
Be ready. Motion, pump.
Green, triple C.
From the gun, Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And this is hauled in by Williams for a Charger touchdown. Tyrell Williams Kingz, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers ready to strike for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he spins away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that, the rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Shreds the tackle. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
Green, Trevor C. Move.
Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. And this is complete. It's Allen. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Let's go now. Check, tight right. Solo out there, check the outs out there. Ready, black, 22's hot. We got 4. 5-0. Motion. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Nick Vanette, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it's now 21-7. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Go Delta.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one goes for 36 yards. Bridgewater on first down. Throwing to his running back, and he's got Flash those fast feet, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line as he can't get any closer to the end zone.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Saints are back within a score. And this one through the uprights and good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Watch tight. Tight ends. Sonic. 3 down. 3 down. Here we go. Hey. Out. 5-0. Check. Crunch. Watch the 5.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
He wasn't ready.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Blue, ready. Easy. Hey, tight.
They'll run it now from the gun. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Ready? Black, 22's hot. Black, 27. Hey, sub. Let's go. Boys, hot up.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football.
Let's go.
Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And the penalty makes this a much more manageable 3rd down, 3rd and 2.
Let's go. Let's convert. Show it 8. 5-0. Watch motion. Hey, sub. Let's go. Hey, sub. Let's go. 36. Mike, 36. Sonic. My 50.
Oh, Winston. And this is caught by Jackson.
Let's go. Let's convert.
Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
5 on the 50.
Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Green, Trevor C. Watch twist. 5-0. Hey, sub. Let's go. Twist, hot up.
Winston now to throw on 1st down.
Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down inside the 25 before he gets out of bounds.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first look at the NFL scoreboard comes from down in Arizona, and the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight through. We'll continue to monitor. Jameis to throw it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston. And the Chargers are going to hang on to their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead now up to 14.
Let's go.
Bullock out now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. But what a spin. And a pretty pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
We got 3.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Delta.
Bridgewater now.
Silver.
Flush to his right.
Blitz.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Set. 20.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Nice pick.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Easy. Mike's 50.
On the ground, this is Jackson. And they're going to get him down, but not before a pretty good run right there. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now 2nd and goal. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Lay down. My 50.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Justin Jackson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Bullock out now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Check. Fresno.
All right, now, lucky 56.
They'll throw now on the final play. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the 3rd quarter. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the
Hey,
28.
hey, 5-0. 5-0, okay? Let's go.
They go play action. Winston. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Something we haven't really seen much of from him. An incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I
Go,
don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
On 3rd down, Winston. Flushed out right. And he fires one, but incomplete. Now, after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Here's Brett Kern now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. This is taken at the 18. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room. And I think we can see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back from the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%.
Oh, yeah! Detroit! Detroit! He's coming, double up! No, check! Patriot!
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara.
Watch the screen!
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll look to throw here.
Here we go.
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and still the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Here we go now.
He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Here we go. Blue 90. All right, now, lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
Strong right. Set. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Gun! All day, just like here we go now. 319. Detroit! Check, 47. Gun!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Leopard! Leopard!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
A good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side. But the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They'll try to run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Blue 90!
Watch the run. Watch the run.
He'll get it up the middle, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
4 down. 4 down.
Here we go now! 319! 319!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. The Saints coming out now to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. It's caught by Aguilar. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's third down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Gun!
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Detroit!
Motion, pump.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right, and this is going to be incomplete.
Are we on the same page here, partner? Because I think they have the right idea. Just take what you can get on third and forever.
Yeah, in real life, I'd say yes. It's just these video games are tempting. You want to go downfield with it.
I like the way you
Watch
evolved.
it now, Barney,
You know,
Barney.
you learned how to play it the Madden way.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39!
Alert three.
Gun!
They're going to try and throw. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play.
Double tight. Three down. Hey!
Now trying to ground game here with the running back. And he loses the football a second time. The Saints say they have it, and they do. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my
All right,
cap
now,
to
lucky
him.
56.
Congratulations.
Lucky
Big-time
56.
play. Knocking it
All right,
free
now,
and
lucky
creating something
56.
good for
Lucky
your team.
56.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity
Leopard!
to change momentum.
Leopard!
Big play,
All right, now,
right
lucky
in his
56.
hands,
Lucky
unable to
56.
come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt,
Watch
on
it now,
offense.
Barney,
That fell
Barney.
harmlessly to the
All right,
ground.
now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Saints on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Over!
They'll drop the throw. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something.
Watch it now,
There's
Barney,
nothing
Barney.
available there for him.
Gun!
Gotta try it here. He's back to throw. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Now it's Jackson. There he goes inside the 30. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll get this down to the 10. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
They'll give it to him up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Brendan, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They get it to him running left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Philly, here we go.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Desmond King picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Pick! Nice pick!
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, here we go. 3-19.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4.
They run again with Jackson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
He was hoping to get to the edge. They did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the home team here, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Southern California.